Hi guys, this is Kathy from Tasty Itinerary, and today we're going to chat about Virgin Voyages. On paper, Virgin Voyages comes across as the perfect cruise line. Everything is included. Adults only, hammocks in the balconies. I mean, I could go on a list of things. We don't know if they are as great as they say they are unless we cruise them. So recently we set sail on Scarlet Lady for a 5-night cruise out of Miami. There are many things that are being said about Virgin Voyages, the kind of cruise line that they might be. Are they a party cruise? Is it for people looking to, get it on with other folks? I'd be lying that going on our first Virgin Voyages cruise that I wasn't nervous. I'm an introvert. I'm not much of a party person. I mean, yeah, every now and then, I love some good music and I love to dance, but I'm not looking for the party, let's just say. We don't really drink much. I mean, hubby doesn't drink. I drink every now and then, and I drink possibly a little bit more when I'm on a cruise for research purposes. I didn't know what to expect from an adults only cruise line that everybody is comparing as a booze cruise. I'm here to tell you that it's wrong. What I quickly learned is that Virgin Voyages welcomes everyone to be themselves and to just have a good time, no matter what that means to you. So much sets Virgin Voyages apart from other cruise lines, and I'm here to tell you what that is and where they can improve, because no cruise line is perfect. So one of the first things that sets Virgin Voyages apart is their hammocks in the balcony. Oh my God. Did I want to cruise with them because of their hammocks? Absolutely. That is a good reason. I mean, the hammocks just reminded me so much of my childhood. When I lived in Puerto Rico, when I visited Puerto Rico and just hanging out in the hammock, in my aunt's balcony, just chilling. The red hammocks, this is a feature of Virgin Voyages that you're not going to find anywhere else on any other cruise line. And the fact that no other cruise line has thought about putting hammocks officially in their balconies is beyond me, but here we are. The hammocks are as wonderful as they claim to be, and we enjoyed every minute of our hammock in our XLC Terrace cabin. So another thing to love about Virgin Voyages is that it's an adult only cruise line. And yeah, there are other cruise lines that are adult only, like Viking, but come on, I can't afford a Viking cruise every now and then, but I can afford to get on Virgin Voyages more often than a Viking cruise. It's a totally different experience cruising without kids. I was walking around the pool area the first morning and thinking, and I couldn't quite put my finger on what was different. It was such a chill vibe. It was so quiet. I'm saying this to my husband and he goes, it's because there's no kids. Yep, that's right. There were no kids. So there were no kids taking up the hot tubs, no kids in the pool, no kids running around. It was the most amazing thing. And let's face it, sometimes it's not the child. Children are children. It's the parents. It's just a completely different vibe. And I think family cruising is fantastic. Hey, I have a family cruise coming up and I can't wait to take my nephew on his first cruise. However, there are family cruises and then there are adult cruises. There's just a time and a place. And so if you need a break without the kids, Virgin Voyages is the way to go. Besides a few premium upcharges, there is no nickel and diming on Virgin Voyages. You get what you pay for. So lately, going on a cruise sometimes feels like a constant upsell. We've been booking more cruises. We're realizing how expensive cruising is getting because that all-inclusive factor is just non-existent. You still have to buy your soda packages and you still have to buy specialty dining. That's if you want to. Obviously, those are options and choices that you make. But on Virgin Voyages, that's all included. Sure, they might upcharge you on a few things on their meals, like the seafood tower. I mean, can you really blame them? Specialty coffee and alcohol is not included. So buy a bar tab. There's no buffet and there's no main dining rooms, but you won't go hungry on Virgin Voyages. They have 20 eateries. They have 6 sit-down restaurants that are like specialty dining restaurants. So these will be your main dining room, but you have to make reservations. And then you have the other eateries like the pizzeria and sushi, sandwiches, gelato. I mean, you name it, they have it, and it's all included. The dining was phenomenal, high quality. As a foodie, I'm here to tell you that the best food that I've had on a cruise. Be you, do you motto is genuine. And while I'm not saying you can't be yourself on other cruise line, Virgin really has created an environment that makes everyone comfortable. And they've nailed this welcoming atmosphere where you just are accepted for who you are, or how you want to dress, what you want to do. They just created a space where just everyone is invited, and that is awesome. Everything on the ship is tailored for the young on heart, from kicking off with the theme parties, the pajama party, the Scarlet night, which was epic, and you know, the social club, the board games, the arcade, even jungle gyms that you'll find by the pool, seesaw. I mean, it is such a playground for adults that we loved it. Fun to see. It was fun to see so many people with zest for life, from the young to the more matured. It was just great. While they may cater to the young at heart, there is a mature vibe. And the first clue, the absence of a cruise director at your ear at every moment over the PA system. Until I got on Virgin and realized what it's like to not have a cruise director, I felt like they treated us as the adults that we are, let us decide what we wanted to do without the other day without pushing us to go here and go there to this activity, or even like trying to money grab us on lottery tickets and bingo and things like that. So yes, that was a nice change of pace on Virgin Voyages. Now, Virgin has a green heart and we love it. Every cruise line is trying to do what they can to be eco-friendly, but Virgin Voyages has stepped it up. One of the big changes is the fact that they do not have bottled water on their ship. Now, for many, that might be something that they don't like. For me, happy that they provided pitchers of water that they refill daily in your cabin. They're filtered water. You can ask for still, you can ask for sparkling, or you can ask for both. And they highly recommend that you bring a refillable water bottle, and they had stations throughout the ship to fill your water, or you could go to a bar and have them fill it for you. That's just one of the small things that they try to do to be more eco-friendly. One of the things we loved about Virgin Voyages was their embarkation and debarkation. Embarkation, because it was pretty straightforward. You get here at this time, that's the time you're gonna get online, and they start boarding at 2 p.m., which is not the usual. Get here at 10 a.m., let's wait around, and then maybe we'll have you on at 11 or 12. Embarkation was also fun. Once you get into the cruise terminal, they are pumping the music and getting you ready to board, and the happening cast welcomes you onto the ship. And I was jet lagged that day, so it was just nice to have that energy and ready to go. We're on vacation, so we really liked Embarkation, and it went smoothly. But I do suggest that as soon as you can check in, after you book, check in, so you get the earliest time. If you're not Deep Blue Extras, we had Deep Blue Extras for ours, so we were able to embark earlier than others. Debarkation we loved because we got to sleep in. There was no getting up at 6 a.m. because we got to walk off the ship at 7:30. It was so nice and such a difference from other cruise lines. Virgin Voyages is not your traditional style of cruising, and it may not be for everyone. They've mixed up a fun, fresh, and a bit cheeky vibe, which might take you a minute to get used to if you're a Virgin newbie. You'll either love what Richard Branson has done, or it won't be your cup of tea. Simple as that. But you won't know unless you give it a try at least once. We loved our Virgin Voyages cruise. We were on 5 nights on Scarlet Lady and truly enjoyed our sailing, and actually brought up my next Virgin Voyage offer for our next cruise that we booked for next year. I can't see myself always going on Virgin over and over again, but I do love what they're doing, and I do love the cruise line. And there are some things that I wish other cruise lines would follow, but it's okay that they are set apart from the rest. Some things that we wish they worked on, you know, we had the XLC Terrace cabin. Wow, we loved our cabin, and you could check out the review here. The decor in the cabin, I felt like I was in a college dorm for a bit, and I had the IKEA vibe. It just did not match the rest of the ship. That's one of the things I wish that they could do better, and maybe put in a real bed rather than a sofa bed. Their dining reservation process can be a little bit of a mess, only because their Virgin app does not really work well off land. it works best on their ship. So it is kind of glitchy when you're trying to book these reservations 45 days in advance. You're not getting the time you want because the app is not working properly and you miss out. Now you have to like redo these reservations on the first day of your cruise. If it's a maxed out cruise, reservations are a must. While their site does say that you can walk in, I wouldn't count on it. I was seeing people being turned away. Just keep that in mind. I mentioned that their Virgin app is glitchy, and it is. It works well on the cruise ship and potential to be a fantastic app because I really do love the notifications that they sent you throughout the cruise regarding your agenda and activities you may have liked or have booked. And things that were going around the cruise ship. I mean, their app is it's pretty good. It has a way to go, but I can see that it's gonna be a great app, but that does need a little bit of TLC. The pool areas are pretty compact on Virgin Voyages. It's not a huge pool deck. Keep that in mind if you love to hang by the pool. You're just gonna have to get up early to get those seats. And I'm gonna do this next time. It's just, you're probably better off doing a pool cabana by the pool. For the extra charge, just so you don't have to worry about getting seating early. I mean, because it was pretty packed. Scarlet Lady was a beautiful ship, and from what I'm understanding, speaking to some of the crew members, all the other ships are going to be practically identical to the Scarlet Lady. I mean, they might have some changes in decor and little things here and there, but basically the layout will be the same. As far as the layout on Scarlet Lady, we found that it was pretty disconnected. There was no rhyme or reason for some of it. I just didn't understand why like the manor was in the casino, as the casino was already small, and the layout of the ship, just getting around, how you had to go to deck 7 to go down to deck 5 or deck 6, depending on where you're going to the test kitchen or Pink Agave. So just be prepared to be lost on the ship. And that is part of the fun, because honestly, the more that we walked through the ship and got lost during our 5-night cruise, the more we discovered. So is Virgin Voyages for you? Let me know in the comments. Have you tried Virgin Voyages? Is it your favorite cruise line? What did you love about it? What didn't you like about it? And do you have any sailings coming up? I'd love to hear all about it. And also hit that like button, subscribe, you guys. I am a new YouTuber, and I wouldn't even call myself a YouTuber. I'm just a blogger with a YouTube channel. You can find more info, more tips and reviews on my site, tastyitinerary.com. Or follow me on Facebook at Tasty Itinerary.